Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to give you some Toonami lineup and updates. So, here we go. With an up. So, as we all know, Toonami has not been very good with the lineups as of late. Now, some people will cite to the fact that this was because of COVID-19. I can assure you it has nothing to do with COVID-19. While that may have delayed some of their projects this year, the fact of the matter is Toonami was not giving any good lineups since Dragon Ball Super was dropped, once it ended. And we started seeing it with Boruto being dropped for no goddamn reason. Free agent. Oh, we decided not to renew it. So there's that issue with Boruto. A lot of the things they've been showing is stuff that's already on the streaming services of some sort. They put Food Wars on the lineup. And then after the second season, they decide to not show the third season, which is just stupid. Like, what's the point of putting the show on, investing in it? And it's not even a Toonami show, by the way, in terms of the whole action-oriented theme. And then they pull it. You freaking get a dub, but then you don't put it on the dub. You know what I mean there? You don't put it on the broadcast. Makes no goddamn sense. And I know some people will say, well, they didn't have a deal in place. My whole thing is, why the hell do you even put the first two seasons on of Food Wars if you're not going to put the third season on? Just makes no goddamn sense. Don't make a deal unless you're going to get all of the original seasons, or all the seasons, That was why I thought they brought the show on to begin with, because I had heard that, that Food Wars, the first two seasons, had been dubbed like 3 years ago, and they decided not to dub the third season. They're planning on dubbing the fourth season very soon, but the reason why they hadn't dubbed the third season after 3 years was because they had some conflict between Senpai Films and Crunchyroll, or whatever, and whatnot, and because of that issue, that's why they made the Toonami deal, so they could dub it. That's what I heard. That was what I heard when they got it, but apparently that's not true, because they didn't even show it. According to Jason DeMarco, they didn't have a deal in place for the third season. It's just the first two seasons. So there's that whole issue. So 2020, really bad. The first couple of months before we had COVID-19, they didn't really have strong lineups. They didn't bring Boruto back. We were hoping that would come back in 2020. It did not. We were hoping for some new stuff. They did bring Batman back for a freaking couple of weeks. I did like that. I'm glad that they brought Batman back. Batman definitely belongs on Toonami. It's an action upon action, building you a better cartoon show. You know what I mean there? Not building you a better anime show. So, looking back into the lineups, man, ever since Dragon Ball Super was gone, you had Boruto gone, then for whatever reason, we still don't know why, for real. We still don't have the real reason, and Jason's never going to tell us the real reason, so, they can keep saying, oh, we decided not to renew it. I still don't know why you would not renew it. Like, it was making ratings, and I looked at the numbers. I mean, there was nothing any more different than any of the other shows. And in some cases, Boruto was making more. So, I mean, it wasn't a rating issue. Obviously, Naruto's a moneymaker type show here in the States. So it wasn't because of that. So oh, you just decided why not? Why would you not renew a show that is actually making you money? I don't understand that logic. That'd be like them taking Dragon Ball Z off the air. People seem to not understand. Like when Jason DeMarco said on Twitter that they were not renewing Boruto, that was the dumbest thing I ever heard, because it's like it makes no economic sense. And I know that these executives, they have more inside than I do. I'm just, a regular dude. But based on the numbers and based on the stuff that's public to me, I don't see any business sense on why you would not renew a contract with a show that's actually making you money. That just doesn't make sense. If you're making money and you're making a net pay, why would you not keep it? It doesn't make any business sense. Okay? Doesn't. And I know some people are going to comment, all this shit. Like, dude, it doesn't make business sense. If you look at the numbers objectively, it does not make any business sense. There's definitely more to the story than what Jason DeMarco is letting on about the whole thing about Boruto. Looking at the lineups, obviously Sword Art Online Alicization is coming back, the final part of Alicization, season 3. I'm just gonna call it Alex, because to me it's the same thing. So it's Alicization. That's coming back tonight. So that's good. Attack on Titans, they announced a couple of weeks ago, is returning December 7th. Now, that's not the Toonami announcement. That is the animation studio, the people that are doing it now, announcement that is returning December 7th. This does not necessarily mean that Toonami is going to have it on December 7th. And they haven't officially confirmed that's coming back, but we know it's coming back because they have a contract with Attack on Titans that they have the premiere rights, that they have to air it before Funimation Now airs it. That's been consistent with 2, that's 3, and it will be the same thing for season 4. That is a Toonami thing, because that was before the simul dubs were really, really significant with Funimation. So that was a contract agreement that they had. So we know that's going to be a premiere thing. But outside of that, none of these things that they've been showing, are premiere. Obviously, JoJo's a premiere. But really, when you look at the current lineup, other than Sword Art Online now, which is coming back, and whenever Attack on Titan comes back, Attack on Titan could be a 3-week delay because, simul dubs. Funimation does do the simul dubs, but the first episode usually doesn't get dubbed until about usually 3 weeks after, the subtitle episode airs. So we're probably going to wait at least 3 weeks. So it's probably not going to be out until January. So don't expect Attack on Titan to come back before December. It's probably not going to be around until probably the first or second week of January for the English dub. Unless something else happens, unless they do like a 1-day simul dub thing, which again wouldn't make sense because it obviously has to premiere on Toonami Saturday night before it airs on Sunday night on the Funimation Now. That's the deal that they've been kind of doing for season 2 and 3. But it has to follow the Toonami schedule. So if there's a marathon that holds up a week episode, then Funimation won't show it on the Funimation Now until Toonami airs it. When that comes back, it will be a little better for their lineup wise. But other than those two, really, Sword Art Online and whatever Attack on Titan is officially coming back, a lot of this stuff isn't premiered. They still haven't put that freaking third season of freaking Food Wars up. They show Assassination Classroom, which apparently is on the Funimation Now for years. So that's not even a new show. You got this Deadbeat thing, which I don't even think that's an anime. Not that matters. Because, again, Toonami is not, a freaking, what's it called? Toonami is not Toonami is not an anime block; it's an action-packed block. But I seen it, I tried it a couple of weeks, and it was not anything that was that good. I'm sorry, I hadn't seen it, but I mean, like, I seen some of the, the previews for it, and it doesn't seem like something that is actually that good. Especially some of the other stuff that they had shown earlier this year. I remember they showed, what was it called? What was it called again? Where is it? What was the other lineup? Oh yeah, it was some Ball Master 999 or 9009 or whatever. It was some stupid Adult Swim thing, and it made no sense on why it was on Toonami. Even though it doesn't matter necessarily because Toonami is not an anime block, it's an action-packed block, but this stuff was just like Adult Swim crap that just really shouldn't have been a part of Toonami. And to me, I think this is what this Debt Beat thing is going to be. It's just going to be another one of those stupid, like, dumb things that they put on Toonami. That just doesn't fit the theme of Toonami. Yes, Toonami is a freaking action-packed block, but this stuff's not really action. It's just really stupid looking. So... yeah, I mean, Fire Force is on Funimation now before Toonami. Again, Assassination Classroom was already on Funimation. Naruto is technically reruns unless you haven't seen it, since it's not on a streaming service. Though it might be on Funimation now, coming very soon, since they have Naruto on there. Demon Slayer, that's old. It's been aired there, so... when you look at some of the lineup, again, potentially Attack on Titan either towards the end of this year or next year, early next year, Attack on Titan, within a couple of weeks, I'm sure Toonami's going to make an announcement about Attack on Titan, since, again, the Japanese version is coming out December 7th. But again, the dub, the earliest they can put it out, Funimation can put it out and get it dubbed, is 3 weeks after the first episode airs in Japan for December 7th. So, that's going to be another 3 weeks. So, you're looking, December 7th is on a Monday. So, obviously, that's not even a Toonami day. So, you're looking, at a good 3 weeks. That would be the 26th. The earliest we could see it, and I doubt Toonami's going to even bother having it on the 26th. I'm sure they're going to have some stupid holiday marathon, right? Because it's the day after Christmas. And then they'll have a New Year's Eve, marathon, the next week. So, Attack on Titans is probably not going to be... the first episode of Attack on Titans, assuming that everything is the same way for Season 2 and Season 3, Attack on Titan is not going to be... the first episode of Season 4 is not going to air on Toonami until probably January 9th. That is my prediction, based on the way the simuldubs work. In terms of them dubbing simuldubs, it's usually 3 weeks. The dub is usually 3 weeks behind the broadcast of the Japan version airing date, which is still very impressive. I'm not saying that it's not impressive, because usually it takes a lot longer than that to do a dub that way. But unfortunately for dub watchers that would want to get it on Toonami as soon as possible, that's just not realistic. And it's going to be the 9th. January 9th is my prediction. Unless they're not doing a marathon on December 26th. So, yeah, I mean, that's really pretty much where it's at. With that and Sword Art Online is pretty much it, unless Dragon Ball Super decides to come back, which that's been over a year now that we've heard anything. And people that watch the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Super, it's been 2 years. for us dub watchers, it's only been like a year and a half since Dragon Ball Super ended. But for for people that watch it in the Japanese, they're like freaking. It's been like 2 years now, but we had the movie last year, so I mean that kind of balanced itself out. But yeah, this is where it's at in terms of Toonami. I don't know, they had the Halloween costume thing, but other than that, they didn't even have a storyline this year for Toonami. A couple new bumpers they did, but nothing significant, nothing really special. And this is just where it's at, with Toonami. We don't know. Hopefully, they have some surprises for us. I really hope they do. But right now, I'm looking at this, like, from what I'm seeing right now, what is public information right now. And that's where Toonami is at right now. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think should be on Toonami? What are your suggestions? What do you think should be put on, or some new things they're put on? I mean, I've talked about this a lot on different shows that they could put on. They're not gonna listen to me, but bringing Batman back this year was great. Maybe putting more Batman stuff on there, to me, I think would be amazing. More superhero, DC stuff. I keep saying this, we're doing all these DC movies. You see Disney putting like out Marvel cartoons and stuff like that on their Disney Channel. Why aren't we doing that on Toonami? Why aren't we putting more of that stuff on there instead of the stupid Teen Titans Go bullshit? Okay, and that stupid cartoony crap that no one gives a damn about. Okay, why are we putting that stuff on? Why aren't we putting on, shit like that? You know what I mean? That's my take on it, guys. That's just my take. That's really all I gotta say. Comment, rate. Again, I can't stress this enough, because people that watch my videos, if you are watching my videos all the time, and coming back, make sure to subscribe and then hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. So you can hear any future videos that I do. I do have my Discord link in the description. My Patreon is also in the description. And that is about it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Stay gold. Only Toonami. Peace. For real this time.